to end of round two. Right now, I got Mike Fox up 1 round to nothing. Uh, Sergey Bohachuk is starting to close the distance, though. And I think this is going to force Mike to fight more than what he wanted to. No, Mike just wanted to come out and, just box off the back foot, touch him with the jab, then establish the left hand. But Boyachuk has clearly closed the distance. And now he's fighting on the inside. But Boyachuk is a Russian fighter. Well, I'm sorry, Ukrainian fighter. And Ukrainian fighters aren't really adept on the inside. They're really good from mid to long range. Um, Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Mike, like he getting a little tired. Come on, Mike. Back to the stick. Back to the game plan. He touching him, but I'm not sure at this weight that Mike can hurt him because they supposed to be fighting at 54, but Boyachuk came in at 159 and Mike came in at 154. All right, so that was the end of the second. Right now, it's on UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, but I'm watching the stream because I don't have UFC Fight Pass. I got a 1-1. Boychuk, Boychuk won that round. He caught Mike with a couple of hard shots. Even though Mike was landing, I felt like he just landed the visibly harder blows. What is this shit called? I, I don't even know what this stream is called, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Normally I use crackstreams.me. Use your feet. The left hand's gonna be key to Mike Fox. He's using a lot more movement in this round. I think he got just caught up in fighting last round. Boychuk's coming forward, throwing a lot of punches. You could tell that the movement and the height of Mike Fox is throwing him off. Mike is a really, really difficult fight for anybody. Mike making a miss in the corner right now, just touching him. Right hand by Boychuk. That was a good shot. Mike caught him with a left hand. Mike's landing a lot of scoring blows. Nothing visibly that's going to shake Boyachuk up. But I think he's going to effectively frustrate him because he has a really, really awkward rhythm. And he's hard to time and get to. Another left hand by Mike Fox. All right, right now, Boyachuk's right now, Boyachuk's closing the distance. Right hand by Boyachuk. Another right hand by Boyachuk. Oh, shit. He's starting to get that looping right hand off on the inside left hand. Oh, man. Oh, big shot by Boyachuk. Fuck. Yeah, Sean, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not sure that Mike got the power. Mike can definitely outbox him, but Boychuk's clearly visibly winning this round. He's closed the distance. Now he's starting to land the jab. I'm sorry, y'all. Mike Fox is my dude, so look like he's starting to wear Mike down, throwing visibly hard shots, stalking Mike. Yeah, Mike's slowing down, y'all. Right hand by Boychuk, left hand by Mike Fox, right hook by Mike Fox. Mike's landing the uppercut on the inside, but he's not bringing his hands back, and Boyachuk's coming over the top. It's on UFC Fight Pass. Uppercut by Mike Fox. Another uppercut by Mike Fox. Right hand over the top by Mike Fox. Uppercut by Mike Fox. They really scoring blows, but Boyachuk's just the harder puncher in there. It's obvious. All right, I got y'all, yo. I got y'all. I ain't gonna do this for long because I don't want to get a copyright. So I'm gonna switch it back when it comes up. Right now, I got it 2 rounds to 1 for Boyachuk, but that was a really competitive round, and Mike did a lot of good work in that. It's just that just Boyachuk just landed the cleaner, harder punches. Sure, because it's a stream, I think I'm down like 1 round to you. Oh, fourth round's about to start. My cash app is $ YSM Sports Media. As you can see, Mike's landing his shots. It's just that it don't really have enough to keep fucking Boyachuk off him. Boyachuk's coming in 5 pounds heavy. He's already a weight class. Well, shit, he's fighting at 160, really. So that's 2 weight classes than what Mike's normally used to fighting at. Right now, it seems like he's just overwhelming Mike. Mike's legs looking a little loose. Shit. Like I said, Mike's touching him on the inside. He just really don't got much on it. Nah, nah. Of course, I boxed in the gym off sparring, but I wasn't a boxer. Left hand by Mike Fox. I would love to see Mike implement the check hook. Give me the straight left with a check hook on the way out. Cool story, man. Boyachuk is definitely a hard puncher, yo. I thought that because he's a Ukrainian fighter who fights mid to long range, I thought the distance would give him problems, the height, but I don't know. Yeah, Fox is winning this fourth round. It's like I said, it's a competitive fight. It's just that when Sergey Boyachuk punches, it visibly does damage. When Mike punches, it's just scoring blows. So I'm not sure with the way Mike's looking. I'm not sure how he's going to be in the later rounds. I would expect that Mike to get like this around round 7, round 8, not round 4. But right now the movement's giving him problems. Maybe we can see an uppercut off the movement, off of the change of direction step. But yeah, the movement's giving him problems. This is what he's gonna have to do, man. He's gonna have to move and touch him, just like that, Mike, just like that, just like don't even stand there, don't even stand there. He's a hard puncher. Don't stand there. All right, let me get a chair so I can get in there closer. But yeah, right now the movement is the movement is definitely giving Boyachuk problems. I got a 2-2. Really competitive fight. Mike got to do something to slow this dude down, though. You know, he's going to come forward. He's going to throw a lot of punches. The change of direction steps giving Boyachuk problems. And if you're an elite level fighter at 154 and you're watching this, you already know what he struggles with. Whereas though Virgil Ortiz, he had a lot of success because Virgil's going to be right there. Virgil's going to be the one to come forward. Ooh, good shot, Mike. Good shot. When he touches him off the change of direction and on the way out, Boyachuk can't do shit with it. Watch. Bob. Catch. Get out of here. Good boxing, Mike. Good boxing. Good boxing. Giving him problems. One thing Mike is, he's awkward, but he's a technician. Once Mike finds something that's working and you can't adjust, he's going to give you problems all fucking night. He's giving Boyachuk problems. Now, because Boyachuk is the WBC mandatory, right? He's the #1 contender. It makes sense to fight Mike to prepare you for Sebastian Fundora because you get that height, not necessarily the same style, but you get that height and look. I always thought that Jesus Ramos would be a tougher test than like a Virgil Ortiz or somebody like that. I'm really, really high on Jesus Ramos. Good job, Mike. The uppercut is definitely landing. I would like to see him throw a hook off the uppercut, though. With the same hand. Mike is touching him, yo. Mike is definitely touching him. Ooh, yeah. Let's go, Mike. That uppercut is working. I would love to see him do something with the body, though, but not standing there too long where Serhii Boyachuk can end up throwing something back. Touching, Mike. And I like Boyachuk. Mike's just my man, so it is what it is. Mike, bring them hands back. Boyachuk has problems with movement. That subtle step, that subtle change of direction step is giving him nightmares. Yeah, Mike. Touchy. Touchy. Good job. All right, got a 3-2 Mike Fox, man. I got a 3-2 Mike. Derek got a 4-1. I got a 3-2. Yeah, Justin, he's struggling with that movement, yo. He is really, really struggling with that movement. That quick, like box, and then he just changed direction and he throws something on the way out. It's giving him problems, man. It's giving him problems. But he's a really, really strong puncher. Good jab. Boyachuk is definitely solid. I don't know, peel out. I think it depends on the matchups. I got to see who makes it out of the East and West first. American style beats any style? Yeah. The style that gives American style the most trouble is Cuban. But I think American style is the best style. Because American style is like a bunch of different styles, though. Look, the subtle step, the quick change of direction gives him problems. He doesn't know, like Serhii doesn't know how to cut the ring off. Because he's a mid to long range fighter. Oh, good uppercut by Serhii.
Bob's doing a good job, always circling away from that power side of Bohachuk.
I like the things that Serhii starting to implement.
Yo, here's the one thing that I hate, man. Whoever's the house fighter, whoever's the promotion fighter, the commentary will find any reason to like make it seem like they're winning or compliment them in any way. Yo, if the dude's getting outboxed, the dude's getting fucking outboxed, man. There's two fighters in there. Call the fucking fight properly, yo. Damn. He's getting outboxed right now. And it's cool. He's starting to get desperate. He's starting to see left hand on the way out. Left hand with a check hook will work good. Oh, good 1-2-1 by Mike. He's definitely offsetting everything that Boyachuk wants to do. I need you to touch that body though, Mike. Touch that body, slow him down. Smart boxing, smart boxing. Ring is fucking super small, bro. Man, if this was a regular 20 by 20, this is an 18, by the way. If this was a 20 by 20, you already know what would be happening. Serheii's having a lot of trouble, yo. Serheii's having a lot of trouble.
Left finds a home for Bohachuk.
Yes. He's getting closer. He's doing a better job of dealing with
See, yo, whoever the woman is commentating, she won't talk about nothing that Mike is doing, yo. Oh yeah, Serhii, he's starting to do a better job and he's starting to get closer. He's missing. He's fucking missing. Okay.
Constant evasive movement from Fox, but again, not a lot of guys that you're going to stand in front of in the gym at this weight class that are 6'3".
Absolutely, yes. Mykal Fox is really long.
Not too many dudes can duplicate what Mike. Oh, uppercut by Mike. Not too many dudes can duplicate what Mike is doing because Mike is a fucking unicorn. He's a 6'5" dude with really good boxing skill and fights at a lower weight. So yeah, he's Boyachuk. Okay, Boyachuk landed a good 1-2 just now. Yo, 5-2, man. I'm sorry, 4-2. 4-2 Mike Fox. 4-2 Mike.
We will take a look at some of the action from that 6th round for Fox.
Mykal Fox did another great job of moving, but Serhii was able to corral him much better. Landed a beautiful uppercut of his own and constantly pressing forward.
Oh, this is about to be a robbery or a draw. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. He's the number one contender at 154 pounds for the WBC. This is his promotion. And this is the fucked up part about boxing.
Given here, he's long and rangy and moving, always constantly moving away from that power side of Bohachuk. We'll see what adjustments are made now as we're about to enter the 7th.
All right, so we starting the 7th. Yo, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. The movement, yo. Right hand by Serhii Bohachuk. Left hand by Mike Fox. Uppercut. Left uppercut by Mike Fox. Jab by Mike Fox. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a stream. No, I slipped that. What Boyachuk, left hand by Mike Fox. What Boyachuk needs to do is he needs to take a subtle step over and then throw the right hand when Mike's trying to exit out of the back door. That's what he needs to do.
Both men working the body here.
Yeah, Serhii Bohachuk can't take that step over. That step over is killing him. So yeah, man, if Boots decides to if any of them dudes decide to jump to 154, he'd be like the perfect dude.
And Mykal Fox talked about
It get 2 jabs by Serhii Bohachuk because he gives you the feel for 154 pounds, but because of his lack of movement, you can give him angles and touch him up. And none of that shit is landing. None of it's landing, bro. None of it's landing.
Inside the final minute of the
Hey, Juan, you sure, bro?
Oh,
Right hand by Boyachuk. Good shot. Another right hand by Boyachuk.
oh, nice uppercut from Serhii. Oh,
You can hear that one cutting impact.
All right, Sergey Boyachuk starting to close the distance. Landed a solid uppercut just now.
swinging.
Shoe shine to the body. Two punch combination by Mike Fox. Right hand by Boyachuk. Okay. Left hand by Boyachuk. Two punch combination by Mike. Left uppercut by Mike Fox. Now, once he goes back to the movement, he offsets Boyachuk's aggression. Jab by jab by Boyachuk.
Serhii really looking for a shot.
All right, so I get that random Boyachuk, man.
3 to go.
I get that random Boyachuk. I got it 4 rounds to 3.
It's an interesting puzzle for Bohachuk to solve, but I think in that round he did land some good, effective, powerful shots.
I think so too, TJ. And you know what's interesting is even
I get
though
that
the
round to
shots
Boyachuk.
are few and far
4 rounds to 3
between,
right now.
Mykal Fox is certainly wearing this fight. He's spitting out blood. Champ.
Mizuki Haruta, we saw her shine earlier tonight. She loves this game. She's done. She can go home, but she's here taking in all the action.
Yes, enjoying and celebrating her win. You gotta love it. I think for the few shots that Serhii has landed, Mykal Fox is wearing this fight. If you look at his face, he's spitting out blood throughout the round. He's got a mouse on his eye, both eyes potentially. You know, so that shows the power of Serhii Bohachuk.
Yeah,
Yo, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, y'all.
further between than we're used to from Bohachuk, but when they land, they're definitely having an effect.
Yes. I like the in and out movement from Serhii. Oh,
Left hook to the body by Boyachuk. Jab by Mike Fox.
I think when he takes a small step back,
Uppercut by Mike Fox.
see where the fight is instead of just
Left hand by Mike Fox. Okay. Right back to business. Come on, touch him with that jab. Right hand by Mike Fox. That check hook's working. The left hand and the check hook is working.
Oh,
I didn't see who landed that shot because they changed the angle.
4 to go.
He's definitely offsetting Boyachuk's aggression. Yo, he touching Boyachuk. Right hand by Boyachuk.
Fox able to push Serhii away, back in space.
nice jab there from Serhii.
Serhii has to find a way to close the distance. Take a subtle step to the left and throw the right hand. Left hook to the body by Serhii. Right hand. Left uppercut by Fox.
Again, is Bohachuk with that left hand.
Serhii found a nice short little right hand. I wonder if he can find that again. A moment ago.
You can see that mouse you mentioned on that right eye of Mykal Fox.
Yes.
Ooh, two punch combination. Right hand by Boyachuk.
When I look at this game plan of Fox, he's done a good job being on his bike and having
Uppercut by Mike Fox.
when you talk about
Real clean shot. Left hook to the body by Boyachuk, followed by a jab. Okay.
Right. Right. Because Mykal doesn't have a lot of sting on his punches. There's not
Nope.
a lot of heat coming from him. He's constantly moving. It's just peppering. It's just a little seasoning. If he did add a little bit of oomph on those punches, what would that do for
Right.
him? Because I don't think he's thrown like one really hard shot this entire fight.
Check hook by Mike Fox.
Like,
Come on, I need to see more. Where's my stab at, Mike? Give me my stab.
closing in on the final moments of round number 8, but I wonder if Fox believes that he can win this fight on points with that offensive.
I've always thought Ramos beats Virgil.
talked about fighting
I don't know about stopping him, but I always thought he'd beat Virgil.
boxer, and that's
And it wouldn't be that hard.
he's relying on the points, but that was a nice left hook from Serhii there.
Ramos is the bigger man. I feel like Ramos is just more skilled. All right, so I got it 5 rounds to 3, Mike Fox.
Some good shots landed in that round. Your thoughts, Pearl, as we head to the final two?
It's an interesting fight, very interesting. I think the judges have their hands.
Virgil KOs Ramos based off of what?
Michael Fox is landing. It seems to be
Bro, I love my stab, yo.
punches, but
You said he KOs Ramos based off of what?
of the
How does he KO Ramos? I'm curious.
sure how this fight is going. I think that Serhii, has to start punching
Name somebody he stopped at 54. That was a 54.
angle and attacking
A real 54.
versus going straight.
Name one person.
And he'll find more success because Michael.
Thomas Delorme, come on.
He's going into his pocket shot. And for Michael, he's got to actually step into some of his shots here and actually try to land something good.
Yeah, because I think Fox, while he's landing some shots, he's not doing anything to really deter Bohachuk.
Virgil hits harder than Ramos based off of what? Come on, y'all. Y'all just be saying anything. Both of them got power. I feel like Ramos is the bigger, sturdier fighter, though. I would say that Virgil's hands might be quicker.
Goes to the body, lands left as well.
I'm not sure Ramos lost that fight. It was close, though. Right hand by Boyachuk. Left hook to the body, followed by the right hand by Boyachuk.
Here's Fox.
Nice fight.
Left hand by Mike Fox. Jab by Boyachuk. Okay. This is a good competitive right hand by. Ooh, okay. All right, they rumbling now. They rumbling now. Okay, so right now I got it 5 rounds to 3, Mike Fox. I got this round fairly even. The second half is going to tell you who's going to win it. Both guys are landing really, really good shots.
The word movement.
You thought Sergey Boyachuk was better than this because styles make fights. Virgil Ortiz is a completely different fighter than Mike Fox. What works on one may not work on the other.
A defensive style of fighting, whereas the offense.
Yo, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got 450 people in here. Only 65 likes. Come on, yo.
Michael Fox is going to say, oh, look, I made a fight my style of fight. But if this were a fight in the schoolyard, there's no debate who's winning this fight. It's Bohachuk.
Come on. If this was a fight in the schoolyard, this is not a fucking schoolyard. This is a sport. I think, yo, these announcers, man, they be cooking me, yo. Like, just say your dude's getting outboxed, left hand by Boyachuk. Say your dude's getting outboxed, man. Fuck. Be honest for once. Left hand by Mike Fox.
He's remained in this 9th round.
Xander versus Ramos. Ramos. And I like Xander, but Ramos. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Ooh. Good shot by Boyachuk. Mike is offsetting his aggression. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It is free, y'all. It doesn't cost y'all any money.
Taking the bottom of that right hand was Bohachuk. Uppercut by Fox thrown away the Ukrainian. Nine down, 1 to go in our main event.
That round was tough. I'm gonna give it to Mike, but that was tough. That's a swing round.
We'll see what this.
They ain't showing Mike no love because
Before we do that, let's take a look at
Sergey's the house fighter.
number 9, Mo Gonzalez, walking.
But if you're not a educated boxing fan, if you're a guy that just turns on the TV, they'll have you believe in some shit that's not true, not real.
Good job of moving around the body.
Right now, I got Mike Fox up. I got Mike Fox up 6-3.
Working on the mouse underneath that right eye. As you mentioned, Pearl, Michael Fox doing what he said he wanted to do, and that was keep movement and trying to take over. I don't think he's quite taken over in the way that he would like to have, but he's still posing some problems. And
Bachram is not a bum. We ain't gonna tell lies on here. Bachram is not a bum. Bachram Mortazayev can fight. Hey, Vardis, I think you need glasses, brother. 7 rounds to 2 for Boychuk. You out your mind, bro.
Oh, that's the mentality, you know. Michael Fox has great movement and ability. When you have this kind of advantage, you imagine being able to like put down someone like a Serhii Bohachuk and really hurt someone like that. What that would do, as you said, the opportunities that would present themselves.
I already know Mike gonna get robbed because I know how the business of boxing works.
It feels like Fox is trying to make an argument that he's winning the fight. Where Bohachuk,
Bro, shut the fuck. Yo, these announcers, shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know shit about boxing, man. Y'all don't know nothing about boxing, and you're doing what you were told, man. Call the fucking fight.
To win and make a statement.
Call the fight. Yo, this shit is horrible.
Nice right hand from Bohachuk. That was a nice combination for Michael Fox.
right hand to the body by Bohachuk.
Won't even talk about what Mike's doing. Mike's made Boyachuk look bad, bro. If you're Lubin, if you're fucking Terrence Crawford, if you're Charlo, if you're Thurman, if you're any of these guys, you have a clear blueprint of what you have to do.
Up there, up there.
Left hand by Mike Fox, making him look bad. None of that shit landed, yo. That shit landed on his shoulders. It's landing on the shoulders. 2-3 punch combination by Mike Fox. None of this landing. Come on, yo.
Now inside the
Virgil got dropped by Boyachuk twice.
right hand there by Bohachuk.
Mike is clearly winning this fight, yo.
Knockdown there, a little push.
Mike is clearly winning this fight.
Slips. We go the distance.
Mike is clearly winning this fight, yo. I got Mike 7 rounds to 3. Decisive.
For a variety of reasons. Michael Fox using good lateral movement, but really never threw a lot of punishment.
I like Boyachuk as a fighter, but the movement gives him problems. But if you're a come for a fighter, he's going to give you hell, but the movement gives him problems.
Frustrating fight at times for Bohachuk. The stature, the size, the movement of Michael Fox, but again, per my very unofficial scorecard, I'm going to lean towards Serhii Bohachuk because he was the one that was fighting to finish the fight.
Absolutely. He was constantly bringing the fight and attempting to land big shots and close the show tonight.
Yo, attempting to land big shots doesn't get you a win. Effective aggression gets you a win. Clean, effective punching. It never says attempting to land big shots. That's not the criteria that boxing is fucking scored on. Who the fuck are these nincompoops, yo?
Any shots really, I mean, there's no wear on Serhii's face here.
That's not how you judge boxing by how somebody looks. They said that was a push?
Caught in a weird position.
They said that was a push?
He was coming forward and he was,
What? It was a left fucking hand.
you know, it was a slip more than anything. It was.
That was a slip. Yeah, he slipped on a fucking punch.
Referee Thomas Taylor was wise to that.
Bro, and this is the problem with the sport. Y'all hearing this shit? This is the corruption I'm talking about. Because they're trying to fucking sell tickets and viewership, and because he's the house fighter, then all of a sudden our eyes don't fucking work. This is why boxing is losing. This is why boxing is a niche sport, because of bullshit like this. Fuck. Like I like fucking Boyachuk, and if he would have dropped Mike, if he would have beat Mike legit, then cool. But he got dropped.
All right, the judges have tallied their 10s and 9s for our official decision. For the final time tonight, we go inside the ring to Matt Marino.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for decision. The judges rendered the contest 97-93, 97-93, and 98-92. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner.
Wow. Wow.
Bohachuk getting his hand raised tonight in our main event.
Wow. Wow.
Good fight for the Ukrainian. A lot of challenges to battle through.
Wow.
Welcome back. How you feeling about the performance tonight?
He came in 5 pounds heavier. He got thoroughly outboxed, yo. That was bad, bro.
Was there anything that surprised you?
That was bad. And he got knocked down. That was bad, yo. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. Yo, they said it was a push. He got caught with a straight left. This is what's wrong with boxing, yo. This is why I hate this. I love and hate this fucking sport because what you see with your fucking eyes doesn't materialize in the result. It's like watching the fucking Patriots win 30-20, and then at the end of it, they change the score to the Dallas Cowboys 34, the Patriots 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Serhii Bohachuk.
Serhii Bohachuk getting it done.
Fucking robbery, yo.
I don't think Pearl Gonzalez is going to be able to translate that, but
Look at Tom Loeffler. Look at Loeffler. Fuck, man. Yo, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man.
he had a game plan, he stuck to it, but it was the shots that landed of Serhii Bohachuk that proved to win the day. And as he mentioned, nice little bit of work turned in by him as he hopes to stay active.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, yo. Oh, Boyachuk should stay away from guys with movement because
At Hollywood Fight Nights.
no.
It was an action-packed night here from bell to bell. Pearl Gonzalez joining me back here ringside. Bohachuk getting it done in our main event. It started early.
Olmec, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure you know how to judge fights, my nigga. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure, my guy.
I think Hollywood Fight Night stands at the top.
Boyachuk looked like dog shit today. Boyachuk looked like dog shit.
What a night for ladies and the women's boxing. It was absolutely incredible, TJ.
Absolutely, and don't miss our next show.
Yeah.
Chumash Casino Resort. Casino Church, Mykal, Wall, Tucson, Elias, Espada. WBC Continental American Super Welterweight.
Yeah, Boyachuk looked like a bag of ass tonight. I think the movement gave him problems. He looked really, really good. Slow against Virgil, but he looked good. And Olmec, you following somebody and throwing punches and missing them, that's not boxing, bro. That's not how boxing is scored. Effective aggression. Effective aggression. You don't get points for just the aggression if it's not effective. He landed more significant punches, but didn't land many of them. That's the problem. No, I ain't lose no money. I judge boxing. call it like I said. If Mike would have lost, he would have lost. Like Mean Machine beat Mike decisively. I give Mean Machine his props. But that's not what I saw. I saw Sergey Boyachuk get outboxed. He got outboxed. Mean Machine whooped Mike ass. He whooped his ass, respectfully. But he thoroughly outboxed Boychuk. Boy, yeah, they gotta keep Boychuk against anybody with movement. Anybody. Dudes like Lubin, dudes like Charlo, Boots, Crawford, Ramos, any of them dudes are decisively beat him. This is what's the problem with the sport, man. I'm gonna say this respectfully, right? When people use the terminology run, every culture has its strengths and has its weaknesses, right? But often you hear fighters that come from cultures that aren't really athletic refer to movement as running, and it's honestly because they can't move, and so they have to fight in the phone book because they lack the agility to be able to move and to dodge punches. And so they say running to kind of make to kind of like skew the perspective, so to speak. It's like, oh no, you're running, sit here and fight me like a man. Why? Because you slow as fuck. Like if you could move, you would, but you can't, so you don't. Yeah, I agree. Big Supreme. It's the gaslight fighters that can move. It's the gaslight fighters that can move to try to get them to trade, to try to coax them into trading. Because you know you can't compete when they decide to move. There's a such thing as cutting the ring off. Chavez could cut the ring off. Roberto Duran could cut the ring off. Chavez was a master at cutting the ring off and moving his head while getting on the inside. Master at it. Chop Shop, what up with you? Benavides, master at cutting the ring off. Styles make fights. You have to be able to deal with every style. Cut the ring off. Apply pressure. Now, is there some people that use an overabundance of movement to the detriment of their offense? Yes, there is. But movement is not running. Movement is movement. If you're a puncher, right? I expect you to punch. If you're a long fighter, I expect you to jab. If you're a fast fighter, I expect you to be quick. Use what's in your arsenal. The problem is certain fighters, certain fighters in certain demographics don't have certain things in their arsenal, and then they try to sneer and make fun of people that do. Oscar De La Hoya could move, so he moved. Emilio Vargas can move, so he moves. Lomachenko didn't run from Teofimo. He just didn't punch. He didn't run. Now, Derek, that was a little out of pocket. I give you that one. That was a little out of pocket. Yes, you fight to your strengths, not your weaknesses. So I don't expect a short fighter, a short, stocky fighter, to box on the outside. I don't expect that. I don't expect a tall fighter to box on the inside. You do what you have to do to win. You use what you got to win. Everybody has gifts. God's blessed everybody with gifts. Like if we break down all the styles, and that's what makes boxing beautiful. Mexicans, man. Mexicans, really, really good punchers, good output, strong chins, good inside fighters. Now you got some of them that can box on the outside, but you use what you got. Whatever your skill set is, you got to use that. Don't try to get into a fucking pissing match with somebody. Some dude's the bigger puncher, but he gonna tell you, oh, if you don't stand and fight me, you're scared. You're a punk. Win the fight. Win the fight. Jimmy, I don't know what the fuck he's watching, bro. All right, man, what's good? No, no. Bam's not the only Mexican with footwork. I can't I can't say that. Bam does have really, really good footwork, but he's not the only one. Emiliano Vargas is nice. Emiliano Vargas is nice. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a robbery. Hey Tremo, he stopped 30 people though. A lot of dudes didn't think he was gonna stop lip at Amanda Stanionis. A lot of people didn't think he was gonna stop Lipinets. There's a whole lot of dudes that they didn't think Boots was gonna stop, and he stopped them. So Omek, he definitely won that fight, and he dropped him. So you want to tell me he didn't drop him too, Omek? You want to tell that lie? You want to tell that lie, Omek? I want you to lie. He didn't drop him. That was a push. He pushed him with a punch, right? Come on, man. Stop it. I disagree. There are plenty of tricky styles. You Ukrainians have a tricky style. Cubans have a tricky style. So I disagree with that. Omek, it was some bullshit. Yeah, he got dropped by a dude that has no power, and they called it a slip. You know why they called it a slip? Because the business of boxing, the business of boxing caters to whoever they feel like will sell tickets. That's it. So a lot of times you believing that these guys are these great fighters. No, they sell tickets, or they feel like the promoters feel like they have the potential to sell tickets. The same way, let's look at this, right? Is the best rapper always the top rapper in the world? Is the best singer always the top singer in the world? No. For some reason, people are drawn to people for whatever reason, but it's not always talent. You just might like the way the person looks. They may come from the same background that you come from. You may see some semblance of yourselves in them, or you may want to be like them for whatever the reason is. Sometimes people are just drawn to other people. And it has nothing to do with something that's always tangible. And yeah, C. Windsor, appreciate the $10 super chat. My guy. Hit that subscribe button, yo. Word, I don't even know who you are, bro. If somebody got you, it was the moderators if you said something out of pocket. Omek, you blind as shit, Omek. You blind or you like phone book fighting. Either way, you're supposed to judge the fight based on ring generalship, clean, effective punching, and effective aggression. We gonna cut this at an hour because it's late as fuck. Ring generalship. That's what Mike did. Mike offset it what Sergey Boyachuk wanted to do. Now you name me one of those things that Serhii Boyachuk did. Effective aggression? No. Clean effective punching? No. Ring generalship? No. Hit that subscribe button. Being on the ropes don't make you win a fight, bro. What? Yo, the one thing I realized is that whatever culture you come from, you tend to lean towards that style. It's a sense of biasness. It's like if you're Mexican, you love like come forward guys, and you're going to give the come forward guy the benefit of the doubt. If you black, you're going to give the slick guy benefit of the doubt, right? Russian, Eastern European, Cuban, whatever smooth was good. Whatever style of boxing that you grew up watching or comes from your culture, you tend to lean towards that. Hey Kyle, white dudes got multiple styles of boxing though. With being white in America, it's just like being black in America. You got slick white fighters, but the slick white fighters tend to come from black areas. And you like the down south guys, the down south black guys aren't slick. It's more so East Coast and Midwest black fighters that are slick. Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans from the island are more stationary, come forward fighters. Puerto Ricans from the East Coast are slick. See, it's not just all about race, it's also by area as well. Area has a lot to do with how you box. If you notice that black fighters that come from like Texas and Mexican states, they kind of have a hybrid style where they fight. They call them black Mexicans. Grow up around Mexicans, fight Mexicans, train with Mexicans. And so they adopt the principles. But if you get Mexican fighters that grow up in black gyms or train with black fighters, they're going to be a lot slicker. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, black sparring partners. He took a lot of stuff. A lot of that. I feel like Canelo Alvarez is like probably like the new breed of Mexican fighter where they've combined slickness with come forward. All right, so the West Coast style is funny because you got two kinds of Mexican fighters, right? You got the long, rangy punchers that box mid range, but throw a lot of punches, and then you got the short, come forward Mexican punchers. Emiliano Vargas, bro. Oh, Orlando Canizales. Earl is black Mexican. Orlando Canizales. Perfect example. Slick Mexican fighter. Bam, too. Bam actually fights more like a Ukrainian. Bam fights like a Ukrainian fighter. No, Clayton, it depends on the demographic of the area that you're from. Every race is going to have their natural gifts, right? That's just science. Some people are just genetically predisposed to being able to do certain things well. Some people are born fast, some people are born strong, some people are like just born tall, born small like that. But your style of fighting has more to do with wherever you're from. Stay away from Espinosa. Stay away from Rafael Espinosa. He scares me, bro. He scares me. He's a fucking problem, yo. Rafael Espinosa is a problem. He is vicious. He's a unicorn. Inoue versus Nakatani. I gotta see Nakatani at that weight first before I think that he could fuck with Inoue. Espinosa is a monster, yo. He's a fucking monster. Shushu saying they don't want to fight. I need to see it first. I need to see it. It's easy to say somebody don't want to fight if they want to go in another direction. Like if there's another fight that they might want, like if Rafael Espinosa wants to fight another champion, don't want to fight Shushu, then I can't get mad at him for that. Feel me? I can't get mad at him for that. Just because a fighter has other shit on the table, don't mean he may not want to fight you right now because he might got bigger shit lined up. So I don't know. I don't know the situation, so I can't really speak on it. Shushu won the Cool Boy fight, but Cool Boy moving up. Mike Tyson was but like I said, wherever you're coming from. Mike Tyson was trained by a peekaboo style trainer. Peekaboo, who made the peekaboo famous? I think it was Floyd Patterson, right? But yeah, that's why I said area. Wherever area that you're training at has a lot to do with your style, but also physical gifts. Mike Tyson's not going to fight like a tall fighter because he's not a tall fighter. Muhammad, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Sergey Boyachuk won controversially. No, I can't say that. It's not just the trainer, bro. Because guys change trainers. It's whatever style of boxing is prevalent to your area, along with your physical gifts. Because even if you got a white trainer, but if you in there with 100 Mexican fighters and you're a kid, you're going to lean to what you see everybody else doing. So if everybody else is coming forward and pressing the action, you're going to come 9 times out of 10. You're going to come forward and press the action. Fighters pick up just as much from fighters that they're fighting around as they do their trainer, especially the older fighters. Omar's in the building. What's good, Omar? Oh, sure. Also, music has a lot to do with your rhythm of fighting in the gym. Whatever music's being played, fighters fight to a rhythm. And 9 times out of 10, it's the music that's consistently played in your gym. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Oh, Andy Cruz gonna get over on Raymond Mortaia, and I like Raymond. That's a bad fight for him. If Tevin Farmer was able to have all that success, yeah, Andy Cruz gonna get at you. If you think about it, cultures that are dancing cultures, their fighters tend to have great footwork. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, blacks. The most difficult style to deal with, it depends on who you are. Because I'll give you a perfect example, right? The Brits. Mexicans be beating the shit out of British fighters, bro. If it's a British fighter that got a name and it's a Mexican that you never heard of, bet on the Mexican. British fighters don't see Mexican fighters on a consistent basis. And there's a certain way that you fight against a Mexican fighter. You have to you have to go up against it a bunch of times to get comfortable with it because you stand in front of a Mexican, you're dead body. If you stand and try to fight against a Mexican fighter, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna fuck you up. And British fighters are straight up and down like plain hoagies, right? They straight up and down, no special effects. So Mexican fighters will feed off that. If you don't give them angles and touch them and turn them, they're gonna fuck you up. They're gonna fuck you up. Black fighters have success against Mexicans. Cubans have success against blacks. Cubans have success against Mexicans, but also Mexicans have success against Cubans. It's like, bro, it's like I said, styles make fights. Styles make fights. There's a style that gives every style problems. And that's why you got to see these fights. You gotta watch these fights. Physicals are important too. Physicals are important. Discipline, style, IQ, all that. Like there's a bunch of mitigating factors that go into winning fights. But bro, I want you to go back and you look at all these Mexican versus top UK fighters. They be beating they ass. Yes, Clayton. It is hard to replicate Mexican if you ain't sparring Mexicans. It's hard to prepare for a Mexican fighter if you do not have Mexicans in your fucking camp. If you are not familiar with that style, it's going to be tough. It's hard to replicate Cubans. Cubans have a different rhythm. Like if you thinking that you're going to throw, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get black sparring. If you think you black sparring, no, Cubans have a different rhythm than black fighters. Bro, Navarrete, I don't think there's any human being you can bring in to prepare you for Navarrete. But Cubans, and I thought Navarrete, I thought Charlie Suarez got robbed too. But Cubans fight at a different rhythm than black fighters. And I learned that from being up close to Andy Cruz. Saif, what's good, Saif? But yeah, that's why boxing, once you get past all the fucking corruption, boxing is beautiful. It's the corruption that makes it shitty. Oh, Cole, I think Cole fight next week in Mexico, rematch. He was sparring cornflake today. But yeah, once you get past the corruption, boxing is beautiful. Every culture has their superpower. And you just get to see what works against what. That's the beauty of boxing. Would I rather Wilder power, bro? Yeah, you could be getting your ass whooped the whole fight and just land one shot and like get it done. So yeah, I'd rather have Wilder power. Because having Wilder power, you could make it a short night. Like shit, you could be out of there in the first, second round. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I thought Mike Fox won, but definitely was a good fight. But yeah, y'all let me know who y'all thought won in the comments before we go. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subs. And I want to shout out to my YSM team because a lot of people think it's just me. It is not just me, right? So you got my man Fernando out of LA. You got my man Town Biz out of Oakland. You got my man Hans Stemmerstove, New York. Yeah, man. We all doing our thing. So no, it's not just me. My man Fernando gonna be really busy. Fernando is Mr. LA, Mr. Vegas. So he's the one that brought you the coverage from the Navarrete fight. Also from Benavidez, Morel. He's doing his thing. You seen Pac sparring footage? He looked cooked. Pac looked cooked against Anpo. Nah, peel out. Nah, nah, we growing, man. We growing. You just seen a referee got jumped? The referee from where? Yo, I got some sparring footage. I got some I got some sparring footage in the tuck. I don't know if Mario's gonna be the dude that hurt Pac. I don't know. Boxing of NDR, damn. Not a major label yet, but we growing 2 cents. We growing, and that's the goal to grow, man. Yeti, appreciate that, bro. I got a lot of really good interviews. Like I got shit right now. We got Shakur, Eddie, Berlanga, um, Williams, and Pater. That's gonna be dropping soon. But we got a lot of good interviews, bro. Navarrete, Boots, shit. I got Robert Garcia. We got Virgil, Connor Ben. Like you name it, we got it. We got it. Shit, Boots. I want to see him fight Boots. That'll be a good introduction fight to 54. Yo, for the people that think Tio got a chance, yo, this is what's funny is that 2 weeks ago, everybody was saying Ryan and Boots, and then Ryan's left hook, and yeah, Boots gets hit too much, and Ryan's left hook, and I told y'all was out y'all fucking mind, and y'all argue with me. I told y'all Ryan was a bag of ass, and y'all argue, and then Rolly Romero thoroughly outboxed him. Oh, appreciate that, Yeti. But yeah, we got a lot of good shit here, yo. Y'all want more Greg off the porch? I got y'all. Yeah, PLL, it's gonna be a new dude every time. So now it's Teofimo Lopez. And so the same dude that went life and death with Jermaine Ortiz and Sandro Martin got beat up by Cambosos is gonna beat a big, talented 147. Okay. Weight classes for a reason, y'all. All right. All right, I got you, Sean. But yo, I'm about to head out. Everybody got a chance, but everybody don't got a chance. Like that's like me saying Boots got a chance against Usyk. That's like me saying Boots got a chance against Benavidez. Weight classes for a reason. You got to respect. With all due respect, who has Boots face? Okay, Sergey Lipinus was a former world champion. Avanesian was a former world champion. Roman Vila was coming off of beating an undefeated prospect that everybody wanted to see Boots fight. And Amanda Stanionis was an undefeated world champion. Castillo Clayton, undefeated prospect. You want more? No, he didn't get Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence. He didn't get Keith Thurman. They wouldn't fight him. Lomachenko and Josh Taylor are better names. But okay. Hey Juan, so look at it like this, right? If you base everything off of names, right? Let's look at names. Canelo Alvarez had beaten better names than Dimitri Bivol. How did that look? Canelo Alvarez was undisputed. Canelo Alvarez, multiple division world champions, but he moved up to 75 and fought Bivol. How did that look? The names that you beat at lower weight classes are irrelevant when you get up to a bigger weight class. It's irrelevant. What you did against smaller men has no bearing at what you're going to do against bigger men. That's the truth. I can say that Boots is the most skilled person that David Benavidez will ever fight, most talented person, and that's not going to stop David Benavidez from fucking Boots up. Size does matter in boxing. Skills matters, but size does matter. Size does matter. You keep going up in weight classes, you're going to keep getting in there with bigger men. The good big man beats the good little man. Manny Pacquiao is an 8 division world champion. Manny Pacquiao also got like 8, 9 losses too. Eventually you get got. I got Canelo versus Crawford being a 50-50 fight. I can see Canelo breaking Crawford down. I can see Canelo catching Crawford with a shot. I could also see Terrence Crawford using movement and outboxing Canelo Alvarez based off of what I saw against William Skull. 2 weeks ago, I would have said Canelo would beat the dog shit out of Crawford or win a controversial decision, but now I don't know who's going to win. But I think for people that just be like, skills when mentioning Canelo and Crawford, it's like y'all act like Canelo's not skilled. He's skilled too. He's skilled too. I think just Canelo's at a point in his life where he might be lazy. You can't keep making 50, 60, 70, $80 million and you not see a drop off in performance and hunger. Like Canelo's been getting a lot of fucking money for a long time. And I think you're starting to see it bleed into his boxing. Canelo's not even rich. Canelo's wealthy now. Bud will be top 3 what? $150 million for the Crawford fight? That's insane. Good for him. God damn. It could be either or, 2 cents. It could be a lot of mileage or he's lazy now. Either way, it's not good. Or it could be a combination of the two. But Canelo's been getting a lot of fucking money for a long fucking time. I want you to think about when he fought Rocky Fielding and Daniel Jacobs. That was on the first DAZN deal. That was a crazy amount of money. So trying to unify at 147 means you're scared of 154? That's good to know, John. Did I see Bradley's interview? Respect to Tim Bradley, but I think that Wrestling Provodnikov might have rattled something loose. It's either that or he's trolling. Hey, Fist of Fury, they hate. I don't even pay it no mind, yo. Do I think Bud should have took no? Because if Bud looks bad against a 168 pounder, then nobody's gonna want to see Bud versus Canelo. So no, and you don't want Canelo to get a look at you at the weight class. You want him to be shocked. You want him to have to adjust on the fly. Boots has a better chance to fight Devin Haney. I don't think that he gets any of those fights right now. Crawford could get robbed on the scorecards. That's a possibility. I don't want to see Dev fight Boots. I don't want to see Boots fight Tio. I don't want to see Boots fight Ryan. Like I never thought that any of those was good fights. Those are all death sentences. I like to watch fights that I'm not sure what the outcome's gonna be. Well, I'm working, baby. So now I like Keyshawn versus Tio. I like that fight. Devin Haney dog walk Boots. Okay. I'm a big Dev guy. I like Dev. I like Dev. I like Jesus Ramos. A lot of people know I'm big on Jesus Ramos, bro. I think Jesus Ramos is better than a lot of dudes. And I think all them dudes at 54, I think he gives them problems, yo. I don't think dudes realize how big Boots is, and I don't think people realize how small Tio is. I heard that they want to make Blair versus Rohan Polanco. I think that's a good fight. Yo, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to head out. Norman versus Jen. I'm worried that they're gonna rob Brian Norman, man. I'm worried that they're gonna rob Brian Norman. To me, it just that doing that didn't make sense. But I'm rooting for him. I hope he just goes in there and just obliterates him. No cuts, no bruising. Just gets him out of there. Boots versus Charlo. Ooh, that's a good fight. Tough fight. If Charlo is active, that's a tough fight. That's a real tough fight. I think Boots beats him, but that's a tough fight. That'll be one of his toughest fights. If Charlo's active. Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. I'm going to say Kevin Hart because I'm from Philly. But shit, I'm gonna head out, y'all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Got a lot of great interviews. You can just go on the channel and yeah, lot of great interviews from all your favorite fighters. And so support, man. It's free. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And we're trying to get to 100,000 subs this year. I want that plaque. Help me get it. It's free, y'all. It's free. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to sleep.